Have you ever noticed that the moment you stop caring so much, the person suddenly starts showing up again? You stop texting and they message you. You finally let go and they call out of nowhere. It's not magic, it's energy. And in this video, I'm going to explain in a way most people never understand why walking away is the ultimate power move. Not because it makes someone chase you, but because it brings all your power back home, to you. Walking away is not weakness, it's mastery. Let's get this straight from the beginning. Walking away is not quitting. It's not giving up. It's not failure. It's awareness. It's the moment you realize that continuing to engage in something that drains your energy is costing you more than it's worth. And so you step back, not with hate, not with bitterness, but with quiet, unshakable self-respect. And that changes everything. Because when you walk away with self-trust, you do more than exit a situation. You broadcast to the world, I know who I am and I'm not here to convince you. Why chasing kills attraction? We're conditioned from a young age to chase what we want, work harder, try more, prove yourself. But in relationships, this conditioning backfires because the second you chase someone who's pulling away, your energy screams one thing: lack. Lack of self-worth, lack of certainty, lack of boundaries. And people feel that. They feel when you're not whole within yourself, when you need them to feel okay. That energy is heavy, it repels. It's why the more you try to prove yourself, the more they pull away. Because what you're really proving is that you're not choosing yourself. The pattern you didn't know you were playing out. Most of us don't even realize we're repeating an old story. You meet someone. It feels exciting, but deep down you're scared. Scared they'll leave. Scared they won't choose you. Scared you're not enough. So you try harder. You check your phone constantly. You overthink everything you say. And suddenly you're back in that loop. Chasing love. Chasing approval. But what if the real issue isn't them pulling away? What if the real issue is you abandoning yourself in the process? Let me take you back to the first relationship I ever had. I grew up under strict control. From age 7 to 15, I wasn't allowed to go out, date, or even dress how I wanted. So when I finally got my freedom, I leapt into the first relationship I could, and it was lopsided. She didn't fully choose me. She went to dances with her ex. She gave me just enough attention to keep me hooked, but never enough to feel secure. And yet I stayed. Why? Because I had no one else. Because I thought that's what love looked like. Because I didn't know any better. I chased, jeg over gav. I abandoned myself. And of course, it didn't work until something shifted. The moment I stopped chasing, eventually I started to build a life outside of her. New friends, new confidence, a new sense of self. I wasn't trying to win her back. I was just living. And that's when she came back. Out of nowhere. Suddenly interested, suddenly missing me. But it wasn't about her anymore. It was about me, because for the first time I had stopped needing her to choose me. I had chosen myself, and that changed everything. Let's break this down energetically. When you stop projecting energy onto someone, when you stop mentally sending them thoughts, emotionally trying to pull them closer, you create a vacuum. And in that space, two things happen. You come back to center. You stop leaking energy. You feel powerful again. They feel the shift. They sense the detachment. And in many cases, they start wondering about you again. Not because you tricked them, not because you played a game, but because you changed your frequency. And frequency never lies. The dog analogy that explains everything. This may sound strange, but relationships are like playing tag with a dog. You chase the dog. It runs. You stop, it looks back, you walk away, and it follows. It's not manipulation, it's human nature. We're drawn to what feels emotionally independent. Neediness repels, self-containment attracts, and it's in the silence, in the space, where people realize your value. Society taught you to abandon yourself. We live in a world that rewards performance. Be a good partner, be available, be agreeable, prove your worth. But that conditioning creates an inner split. one where you constantly look outward for validation. You don't trust your no. You tolerate mixed signals. You stay longer than you should, hoping something will change. But here's the truth. Every time you overextend for someone who isn't giving the same energy back, you send a message to yourself that your needs don't matter. That's how self-abandonment begins. How to know you're abandoning yourself. It's not always obvious, but if you resonate with any of these, it's a sign. You feel anxious when they don't text back. You're afraid to speak your needs. You rationalize bad behavior. You ignore your gut to keep the peace. You feel drained, confused, or stuck in limbo. These are not love. These are symptoms of self-abandonment. And the antidote? Walking away, not as punishment, but as protection. What happens after you walk away? So you finally do it. You stop texting. You delete the number. You say enough. What now? This is the part no one talks about. Because after walking away, the silence feels loud. You might feel lost, tempted to go back, wondering if you did the right thing. But this is the moment you build something new. This is the moment you build you, your passions, your friendships, your identity, because you're no longer orbiting someone else. You're home in yourself. Real transformation takes root in the quiet. Walking away isn't just a boundary, it's a rebirth. It's a statement to the universe. I'm done settling. And the moment you do that, the game changes. Your energy changes, and life responds. People treat you differently. Opportunities show up. You attract different relationships, ones that actually align with your worth, because you finally see it, and so do they. Reflection prompts to anchor. Just ask yourself, who am I when I'm not chasing anyone? What am I afraid will happen if I walk away? Where have I abandoned myself in the past? And how can I reclaim that part of me now? What would my life look like if I chose myself, fully, unapologetically today? Let those questions sit with you. Write them down. Speak them aloud. Let the answers come. A final word, walking away is a prayer to the universe. When you walk away from what doesn't serve you, you don't just lose something. You send a prayer to the universe. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for alignment. I'm ready to be chosen, starting with me. And whether they come back or not doesn't matter, because the real win is this: you came back to you.